Hey YouTubers, this is your boy Amari Points here. First off, I want to wish everyone a happy 4th of July and have a great day and be safe. And today I'm bringing you my latest movie review on Spider-Man Far From Home. So this movie takes place right after Avengers Endgame. If you haven't seen it yet, I recommend going to go see it. So yes, to Peter is kind of struggling after the loss of his mentor, Tony Stark. And he is just trying to have a great vacation with and trying to get closer to MJ because he really really loves her, but little does he know his vacation gets crashed by Nick Fury himself, and Fury needs him to work on getting rid of these new creatures by the name of elementals, and he gets a little help from Quentin Beck, aka Mysterio, who is not from our world but from a different one in the multiverse. So these elementals are from his universe, and both of them are made up of both of water, earth, fire, and air. And Peter has to help Mysterio destroy all of these elementals. And what I can say about this movie, it was just hands down great. It was a good movie to wrap up the Infinity Saga throughout all these 11 years. This great saga is coming to a close, which I'm a little sad about, in my opinion. And what I can tell you is that all these actors, they really put their hearts and souls into their characters, as always. And the special effects in this movie were phenomenal too. Let me tell you, I really love the effects, and in this movie, we get to see, well, Peter step up to being a hero and helping Mysterio destroy all of these elementals. But what could have been better is if we see how these elementals were created in Quentin Beck's universe. That would have been great. Although Mysterio is not who he appears to be, but you'll see what I mean when you go see the movie for yourself. I'm not going to spoil it for anybody today because I know you guys want to go into this movie spoiler free, so that's what I'm going to do. And also, be sure to stick after the movie for 2 post-credit scenes. As most of you know, if you don't stick after the post-credit scenes, you're not really a true Marvel fan, are you? These 2 post-credit scenes will blow your mind. They really will. And let me tell you, seeing Happy Hogan, played by none other than Jon Favreau, who is the director of The Lion King, it was nice to see him back, even though he was in the movie a couple of times. Jon Favreau, I don't know if you watched this, but amazing job, man. Keep up the great work as Happy Hogan. Your character is just pretty awesome. He really is. Also, what I can tell you about the rest of the actors, Zendaya, she really pulls it off as MJ. She is really interested in Peter, but she doesn't want him to know that. And what else I can tell you is that Peter Parker, he is just really stepping up his game to be a really great hero, and he just also wants to enjoy a vacation with the rest of his class after the blimp, aka the snap, happened. Everyone came back 5 years later and everything. And yes, I know it's a weird name, the blip. That was not my kind of name for it, but still, it was nice to see everyone have a great time on this vacation with with everyone. And Flash, he is just still being a jerk to Peter, as always. And he is also a huge fan of Spider-Man. He's also a huge fan of Spider-Man, so that's pretty good. That's pretty good too. But all in all, I digress. Hands down, the best movie to kick off this summer, in my opinion. And let me tell you, I am looking forward to seeing Spider-Man in future MCU movies. Sorry, tongue tied today, and seeing him team up with other Avengers members in the future MCU movies. I am looking forward to seeing what the future holds for him and seeing what he's going to be doing next. And on to my positives and negatives. First off are the positives. Samuel L. Jackson back as Nick Fury. He crushed it, and he was being kind of nice to Peter Parker, which is weird. Fury has never been nice to really anyone, but it was kind of a change of pace, in my opinion. Another thing is, like I said, Zendaya as MJ. She is really hot, in my opinion. Sorry for, I know most of you have little kids watching this, so yeah, excuse me. She really pulls it off as MJ. It's nice to see her back reprising this role. She really, her and Tom Holland have pretty good chemistry, which is a good thing. I enjoy seeing stuff like that. The actors having good chemistry between together, and those two really topped the bill on their chemistry. No lie. They really did. And what else I can tell you, all the special effects in this movie were hands down perfect. It made me think the whole thing was just real, and it just blew my mind. I really loved it. I loved it so much. Trust me, when you go see this movie, you'll feel as if you're a part of it. Like I say with the other past MCU movies, you'll feel like you're really a part of it. The action and everything. You are not going to be disappointed with this movie, along with the great cast as well. Also, Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio. He is just hands down perfect for this role. Him and Peter Parker, aka Tom Holland, really feel like they have like a special bond throughout the movie, and knowing that they can really understand each other in so many ways. That's what I love most about those two. They really have a special connection whenever they have a lot of scenes together, which is good. I am telling you this right now. You are definitely going to love the chemistry between those two and between Peter and MJ. Those are my top two best moments in the movie. I can't tell you what all happens in this movie. I don't want to spoil it for anybody. Nothing. And Mysterio, like I said, is kind of who he says he is, but not really. You'll understand what I mean when you see the movie for yourself. And the negatives, I only have one negative, and that's the elementals. I wanted to see how they were well created. I wanted to see how did they get to this universe and much more. They didn't really explain how they got here, to be honest. I really wish they could have. That was the only problem I had with the movie. I wanted them to explain how the elementals got here and why are they here, and so much more. That was the only problem I had. And that's it for my positives and negatives. On to the rating. I give Spider-Man Far From Home a solid A. It's a solid A. Because we get to see Peter Parker step up as the newest hero in the MCU. And he wants to just enjoy his vacation as well. Living that hero life and other stuff is kind of like really tricky. Also, I love that they added Jake Gyllenhaal to this movie because he's a talented actor. I can see him winning an Oscar for this movie. To be honest, I want him to win one because him as Mysterio, he is just a pretty awesome good guy in this movie. He really is. Heck, I want him to win the Oscar. Also, I love how this movie is just telling how Peter is just going through a tough time without Tony, and he wants to be the next hero to follow in his footsteps and just take the mantle of being just the regular him, no one else. And let me tell you another thing about this movie. I really hope that Peter, like I said, has more future roles in future MCU movies because I want to see him like team up with Thor or Captain Marvel or something. That would be pretty cool to see him team up with those two Avengers members. That would be pretty sweet. And let me tell you, all the other actors, phenomenal. The actress that played his Aunt May, she was perfect. I loved it. I loved her as this young Aunt May that I really enjoyed a lot. And trust me, she is a talented actress for sure. And that's it for my movie review. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share with everyone you know. And press the little notification bell at the bottom of my video to get notified when my next movie review is going to be. And be sure to follow me on the Stardust app at Amari106 for my latest movie/trailer reaction. Take care and God bless and have a safe 4th of July, people. Peace!